Hi, it's Derek Carter with Daughter Associates. I'm here with Alberto Martinez from our company as well. He's our COO and our insurance agent.
Yeah.
So today we're going to talk about insurance. So I thought, who better than our expert? And congratulations, because I know you're an expert because you've been just doing all these courses and getting all these certifications over the last few years. So you're really knowledgeable now and have been really guiding us. And that's why I thought maybe we can talk to the people and explain to them a little bit about insurance stuff. So let's let them know maybe what some of the certifications that you have, so they know how knowledgeable you are.
Yeah, sure. I am an insurance agent certified by the federal government and by the Comisión Nacional de Seguros y Fianzas. Also, I am member of AMASFAC, that is the Association of Insurance Agents in Mexico, and I am part of the section of Puerto Vallarta. And I have taken several courses related to medical insurance and related to a special risk in the Institute of Insurance in Mexico City. And I have 3 levels of license for insurance.
Yeah, so I mean, there's boats and stuff too that we're not going to talk about, but you can do all that. We're going to talk about residential, because that's the questions that I get from my clients about condos and homes. So first of all, most of the buildings, if it's a condo building, have insurance for the building included in the HOA. Not always, but most of them do. Some of them have the insurance for the actual units, but most of them don't. And why is it important to get insurance?
Well, now that you mentioned the part of like the building insurance, the HOA, that type of insurance it's considered a business insurance. So it's certain things that are not covered, like everything that is inside of your unit. So everything that is outside is covered, but nothing that is inside of your unit will be covered.
So if you have a high-end condo with expensive furniture and art and things like that, jewelry in your safe, if you're worried about getting robbed or something like that, get the insurance, because that will look after you.
Yeah, the major risk of Puerto Vallarta obviously is a hydrometeorological phenomenon, that is hurricane. And it's very important to let know all these special contents that you have in your unit, because for example art, it's a little bit more complicated, so we have to really do an assessment of the art. Or if you have a specific piece of furniture that it's from a special designer, and you will have to have the receipt. So it's certain things that your agent will have to provide you, or you will have to provide to your agent in order to insure the risk that you have in your unit.
So if somebody has, I don't know if there's an average price, you do it by square meter? Is that how you come up with an assessment?
Yeah, usually we start with a basic quote that includes like, the only thing that I will need is like the square meters of the unit, some photos, and how much in contents of general contents and electronic equipment that you have. And based on that, we can start, because that will be like the average, and then from there we can go like higher in case that you say, oh, but I have this content and I have this piece of art and I buy this dishwasher that cost me like 3 times that a regular dishwasher costs. So that's the kind of questions and things that you have to let know your agent.
And you talked about the hydrometeorological?
Hydrometeorological.
Yeah, which is water and hurricanes and storms and typhoons and surges and all of that stuff. But not necessarily earthquakes. Earthquakes is different?
Yeah, it's an additional. The basic coverage is domestic risk, that is fire, explosion of a gas. So everything all risks that can be manifested in a house, but not caused by nature. So everything that is hydrometeorological, that you already mentioned it, and earthquakes, it's the things that you have to add additional to the coverage.
And that's hurricane and earthquake are separate add-ons?
Are separate, yeah.
Okay. And how much more are they to add on?
Well, because for example, we are in Puerto Vallarta right now. Hydrometeorological is one of the more expensive ones. So we are talking about the hydrometeorological is like more than 50% of the cost of the price. But for example, I have made some quotes or some policies that I have in San Miguel de Allende, and San Miguel de Allende is like the earthquake is more expensive than hurricane. So everything depends of where the risk is located.
And I was going to say, you're Mexico real estate expert, so we can actually do claims all over Mexico.
Yes, we can do policies all over Mexico.
Policies. And but speaking about Vallarta again, for a hurricane, is it only suggested if you're right on the water, or if you're up in a hill, you say you don't need to worry about hurricanes, or where do you need hurricanes?
The major part of the risk of hurricane is really not the water, is the winds that they have, because they can be like 200 kilometers or 180 kilometers of speed. So all that wind and movement pull a lot of like rocks and signs, and is really what is the real risk of a hurricane.
So it's suggested in Vallarta that everybody gets hurricane.
Yeah, it's like 100% recommended.
Okay, and hurricane season starts June 1st and goes to November 30th. And I thought you needed to get policies before June 1st then, before hurricane season, or it's not valid, but you're telling me that's not the case. It's just as long as you get it before the National Weather Service actually issues a storm warning.
Yeah, you have to, it's different, the companies has different policies about like when they stop with the issuing the policies. And some companies establish from the beginning that you have a waiting period of 15 days from the moment that you issue the policy, but the other companies don't have that, but they stop to issuing policies in the moment that it's like an alert for a storm.
Okay. Well, thank you for talking. He can answer many more questions if you have them about insurance, or I can pass them along. So reach out to me, Derek@RyanDonner.com, or Alberto@RyanDonner.com. I'll put his address right here on the screen. And get insurance if you need it before you need it.
Other thing that we have to point is like during these coming months, insurance agents start to get busy. So you don't want to be stuck like trying to get insurance, and then your agent is so busy to get your policy.
Okay, great. Gracias, Alberto. Thanks for watching, and share this video to anybody you know that might want insurance. Gracias.
Thank you.